Hey, what is up guys? Just want to do a really quick review over this Robo Vacuum that I got from WYZE. I've had this vacuum cleaner for about 2 years now and it has performed absolutely fantastic. If you guys are looking for a solid Robo Vacuum that doesn't break the bank, this is definitely the one to go with. I promise you, you will not be disappointed at all. What's really great about this vacuum, what makes it a lot different than a lot of vacuums in this price range, is the fact that it has this thing right here. So this vacuum actually has LIDAR, and what that basically means is it shoots a laser from this top little disc here, and it's able to map out your entire house. And what makes that great is it can run very efficiently. So a lot of other vacuum cleaners, what they do is they just bounce randomly throughout your house. You know, they just bounce around. Sometimes they'll suck over the same place multiple times, and it just becomes inefficient. What this does is it actually creates a whole map of your entire house by shooting out these sensors that's able to map everything. And then it goes back around and efficiently goes back and forth, it knows exactly where walls are at, so that it runs in a very efficient pattern and cleans everything, you know, the entirety of the room, and doesn't miss any spots. So that makes it run very, very efficiently. I really, really like that feature. It also allows you to target specific areas. So you can map out your entire house and target specific rooms. So if you just want the kitchen to be cleaned, or just the bathroom, or just the living room, you can even use your voice assistant with Google Assistant or with Amazon's Assistant, and you can say, go clean the kitchen or go clean the bathroom or whatever, and it will go specifically to that room because it already knows exactly where it's at. So it's a really, really nice feature to have. It basically makes it run a lot more efficiently. This particular one actually has 3 different suction modes. So you've got a quiet, a standard, and a strong. For me personally, I always run on the strong setting just because I want it to be able to have the highest amount of suction power. I believe it's about 2100 PA, which is the suction level. So it does a really good job of that. It pulls up a lot of dirt, dust, debris. So you want that high suction level. You have that quiet option if you want it to run at nighttime or whenever there's people sleeping or whatever. You have that option, but I typically run mine when I'm at work. So having it the strongest setting is totally fine for me. So I want to go ahead and show you, kind of give you a general review of what it looks like. So there's the top part, there's the disc I was telling you about. The way that you actually access the tank, or where you keep the dust, you lift off this top part here, and there is your tank at the top. It actually includes a little piece here as well that you can actually use to cut, if you got hair and stuff in the blade, you can cut it there, and also has a brush on that side. So I like that they've included that. You've got your power button and the home button here if you want to send it directly home. Here is your tank that I was telling you about. Pretty good size little tank. You open it from this side here. There's your tank. It's a little dusty because I just emptied it. And then you've got your HEPA filter here on the front. Another great thing that I want to mention about this, I have not had to replace the filter or the brushes or anything on here. This has all been the same exact brushes and everything since I've had it 2 years ago. And here in a moment I will show you the app. It'll actually tell you the lifespan that you have left on your brush, on your filter and all that, how many hours are left. And it will let you know, it's time for you to replace it, time to look into getting a new brush, all that kind of stuff. But I will show you that here momentarily. But that is the tank I was telling you about. You want to keep this clean. I typically clean mine after every 5 or so runs. I just take the filter out here, and then I rinse this out with soapy water, and that just cleans out, gets the debris and things out of the way. I've already talked about the laser sensor that's up on top here. On the bottom side, let me get this turned around for you. So on the bottom side, you've got this corner brush here. This can actually detach just by pulling it off. I won't pull it off for this video, but this is what you use to get like in the corners and stuff. When it's spinning around, it'll catch these with these little 3 little brushes here, and that kind of knocks debris stuck in corners. You've got your wheels here on both sides. This actually vacuum can go across gaps of up to, I think, 0.8 inches. So if you've got, like a tile floor or anything that's got a pretty good size gap in it, or, anything like decking or anything like that, this can go across a lot of that, up to 0.8 inches you can go across gaps with. You've also got the front little, or actually this is the back wheel, I'm sorry. So this is your back little tracking wheel that it used to kind of run around a little bit better. And then on the part here, this is your actual brush. So this pops off with these little clips here. Here's my brush. To give you an idea, this is what my brush looks like after 2 years right here. So obviously it looks pretty clean. I keep all the hair cut out of it. So after every run or 2, I'll come out here and cut all the hair and everything out, clean it all out, because it will catch hair and stuff. That's just naturally, it will get hair and lint and all that stuff in there. So you want to make sure you keep on top of that. But other than that, the brush itself is in great shape. It's really, it's done phenomenal. It's not having any kind of problem. It's still doing a great job. So I was really impressed with the quality of the brush itself. Let me go ahead and get this clamped back on there. So that is how the bottom of it looks. So, but that's all how the front of it goes. On the back side here, this is actually where it charges. So what's great about this is whenever it goes home, it's not the style where it has to get lined up just right. It pretty much just drives up to its little charging base station, and as long as it touches these two contact points, which are pretty wide, as long as it touches those, it'll start charging. And it will get it knocked out pretty quickly. It charges in about 3.5 hours. For my size of home, I can charge, I think my house is just under 1,700 square foot, and this can charge it on a single run. So it charges it it can clean it very efficiently, like I said. So if you've roughly got about that size of home, this will only need to charge one time, but it does take about 3.5 hours for it to fully charge from 0% to 100. It also, this particular one, if it is running low on battery while it's in the middle of a vacuum cycle, it'll actually go back to its home base, charge up back to 100%, and then go finish back where it left off, which I think is a really, really nice feature. That way you don't have to go find it if it gets stuck anywhere. It'll also tell you if it gets stuck, stuff like that. So let me go ahead and actually show you the app that this has, which makes it really nice and all kinds of features that it comes with. So let me go ahead and show you my app, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and opened up my WYZE app, as you can see here, and there is the WYZE Vacuum. I just select it. So what I actually do is it'll show you a map of your entire house, what all it has scanned, like I was telling you about earlier. I've put particular names on individual rooms, like my kitchen, or my living room, my bathroom, stuff like that. But it'll kind of tell you the last time that how long it actually has ran, the area square footage, and all that kind of things. On the last one I ran here, I actually only selected different rooms that I wanted to vacuum itself, but this will kind of give you a general review on that. As you can see on the bottom here, you've got a vacuum and a charge. If you want to send it straight to charging, or if you want it to start vacuuming, you can do it that way. But the fun stuff is in the settings here. So on the settings, you've got a schedule here where you can actually set schedules. If you wanted to start vacuuming on a particular day at a particular time, you could do that. You can also select your suction level. Like I told you, I have strong, but there also is quiet or standard. You can set notifications up. You've also got do not disturb, a cleaning history, which I really like. This will kind of tell you all the times you've ever used it, and I've used this for quite a while, as you can see. But total of times I've used has been 119 times, which has been 40,450 square feet for a total of 4,620 minutes that I've actually used this vacuum. So I've used it for quite a while, and all my reviews when I'm talking about this are completely honest. This thing has been fantastic, I'm telling you guys. Another thing also is the accessories. This is what I was telling you about earlier. So it'll tell you about your brush, your main brush, your edge brush, and your HEPA filter. So I've got 212 hours left on my main brush, 112 on my edge, and 62 hours left on my HEPA filter. And that's after using this weekly for the last 2 years. As you can see, it's performed absolutely fantastic. Very, very durable, so I was really happy about that. You can also reset your map, some Amazon Assistant support. You can also set up rules and all kinds of other things. But I really like that. The main thing I like about the app is being able to select particular rooms. So if I just want to select my living room, my kitchen, my dining room, I could do that and then select vacuum. It would go just to those rooms and clean them. You can also set up different maps here. So if you've got multiple floors, you can add spot cleaning if you just want to clean a particular spot in a room. And you can also add no-go zones, as they call it. So if you want to say never go in a particular area in this room, you can do that as well. So that is a general overview of the app. Let me go ahead and get back on the main part of the camera, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, well if you guys are looking for a high quality Robo Vacuum, I would highly recommend you guys checking this one out from WYZE. It's performed great for me. The bang for your buck on this thing, especially with having this LIDAR technology, you just can't beat it. It makes it run very efficiently, and it's just a very, very high quality product. So if you guys are looking for one, I'd highly recommend you guys checking this Robo Vacuum out from WYZE.